My name's Todd. I'm running for Independence Township Supervisor for the sole reason to provide leadership to the township. We currently have a politically squabbling government in place that is not looking out for the best interests of the citizens. Firstly, I want to bring leadership, which has been non-existent to our township for quite a long time, provide leadership with the citizens' best interests at heart, as well as being able to work with a working board. Support police, fire, and the great assets that our community has to offer. The second thing that I would like to get into is to promote good regulated growth to our township, to bring new business to our township, to bring new jobs to our township at a professional level to where the people that are going to be coming here will be residing in our township, not driving to our township for a job. The first thing that our township needs is the McLaren Hospital project, which will bring 3,000 jobs to the township, professional jobs, where these people will plant their roots in our township for the vast majority and not drive to our township to be working at an unprofessional type business. Again, I think it comes back to their political squabbling that they have in place and their personal agendas. You know, perfect example of board meetings lasting 6, 7, 8 hours with nothing getting accomplished whatsoever. They're not bringing new business in, they're actually running business out. And they're not promoting new growth in different areas. As you can well see, the vacant land that we have in our township, which we haven't gotten a whole lot of new things except for the newest Taco Bell. I have been a resident in Independence Township for 22 years. I have 3 daughters and a son. All 3 daughters have gone to Clarkson schools. Great place to live, great place to plant your roots. But we have to protect that investment, as right now we're failing. Revenue is down, no construction is going on, no new revenue is in the area, which is a bad thing for our community. I think it's time all politics to get back to politics 101, and that's true leaders. When you go back to time of leadership in government, it was true leaders. Politics didn't exist. As our government has grown and built a strong country, politicians have wrecked this country with their political squabbling, which is what is going on in our township to date. So as a businessman, I want to come into the area with a business type attitude, bring the business aspect back into place, because it generally, per se, government is a business. It needs to be run as a business. It has revenues, it has outsources, and there is no room for politics in today's economy in a government role. I have reached out, as well as the longtime planted residents, that let's call them, of our township, such as Dr. James O'Neill, Dr. Tim O'Neill, Mr. Ed Adler, Mr. Bob Roth, Mrs. Deanne Olson, Forrest Milzo, Rudy Lozano, outstanding support as business people that want to see business leadership and not have politics run our government, or so let's say not run our government. I am a business owner of a successful company of 22 years that, to a degree, besides my leadership, which shows what kind of leader I will be, because I delegate very well to my employees that have been with me for almost the same amount of time that I've been in business, that I've been able to run a smooth business. I want to dedicate my time now to running this township as I do my business. Very neat, clean, proficient, and a no-nonsense type of guy that gets things done. The most important date is we got four fellow Republicans, per se, or 3 other Republicans running against myself. You know, we're working due diligently, we're working daily, we're working this campaign very hard. I haven't yet to see these people on the streets doing what I'm doing, which shows my dedication to my campaign, as well as every effort spent from 6 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night until August 7th. August 7th is a primary. That's when we need you people to get out and vote. Vote for me for the right reasons, the true leader, the one that's showing his face on the streets every day, the one that's spending the money, the one that's spending the time to get this position for the right reasons, solely to bring this township back to what it needs to be. You know, there's been a tremendous amount of waste in township attorney fees, reviewing plans, township planner Dick Carlisle and Carlisle Wortman, bringing businesses that want to come to the township, bringing them to the table, going through the due diligence and turning them down. That's a huge expenditure. We have a missing track that embarrasses our township. Doc O'Neill gave to the township out of the goodness of his heart 20-something years ago that turns out to be a 20-something-year-old nightmare and a problem to this township that makes the papers, and it makes these people to step out of bounds and do illegal activities that refuse to cooperate with police, that spend money on private investigators, that get into all these different political, personal squabbling that stepped way outside of leadership. The first thing that's going to happen to this township is we're going to get the government working together. The government has not worked together. There's different people in place that will need to come aboard. This needs to be a team. There's no I in team. There's one I right now, and that I is an eyesore. It's not helping our township. It's not helping our government. I will act as a leader. We will have policies in place, as there is barely any policies whatsoever in place. As supervisor, I will get things back on track with best of my ability, promote growth, study the master plan. I know it inside out. I want to promote new businesses to this township, welcome new businesses to this township, bring them here and make them happy to be here and make them proud to it. Without doing that and without creating new jobs and new revenue and making this township boom like our surrounding areas as Rochester Hills, Milford, White Lake Township have done. You know, our current government blames it on poor economic times. Well, that's nonsense. You know what, there is poor economic time, but people sure are still spending money. I've made it through economic times. I've done it by cutting things and not being wasteful with money. They're wasteful with money and they are not getting the job done. I'm going to promote work as supervisor. I'm going to be out and finding people that fit in every vacant parcel that we have, and I'm going to promote those businesses, and with the township residents is welcome at our board meetings, and even send out surveys of what fits for different zonings and different businesses of what the township citizens would like to see in their township, because it is their township, and have their say in place and not act out of their say and do what's best for the township. I'm going to be the promoter of this township. My name is Todd Waring. I am running for Independence Township Supervisor.